are warriors, changing our world day by day. The way of the crypto warriors, can't rely on the bankers, no way.
Good morning, Bix Weir, roadtoro.com. Good morning, Horn of Z's, your sip of chaga coffee. Again, I end up not drinking my coffee, and it gets cold if I don't take 2 sips. So, word of advice for people: when you're just starting to go out and like to a restaurant or something after being in lockdown for a long time, being socially distanced does not stop the amount of wine you can drink in a night. I am hungover from Friday night. Yes, that is true. Had a great night, though. It was very fun. But yeah, so you have your mask on. They take you to your outdoor seat. I'm in California. They take you to your outdoor seat, and you're with your friends. You take your mask off, and the wine's flowing, and the conspiracy discussions start. We actually had dinner with my friend who refuses to tell the world that he's works for the CIA. He's a consultant. He doesn't work for the CIA, but every single one of his friends and every single person he deals with works for deep states, CIA, not deep state, CIA's deep projects and all that stuff. But he doesn't. No, he's a consultant whose all his clients are government, mainly military entities. Awesome guy. Refuses to tell me that he's deep into the CIA. Oh well. All right. Speaking of the future and craziness, I have posted part 2 of the Road to the Future. My weekend. We're talking about the future here on the Road to Ruta today. Part 1 was Cliff High. Amazing stuff. Part 2, Christoph talking about our spiritual timeline. More amazing stuff. This is the private road at Road to Ruta. I will be posting part 3 today. Part 3 is none other than our friend Jenny Moonstone. Jenny Moonstone. You've seen her around. I had a 2-hour session with her. I'm like blown away. We talked about gold in the Grand Canyon. We talked about all kinds of stuff. She is the real deal. Psychic, medium, all of the above. You guys, I would highly suggest booking a reading with her. Why? Because she doesn't charge much at all right now. And I think she's going to get so famous that it's going to be hard to get a reading with her. It's like $111, which is ridiculous. She should be charging at least double that. But go to jennymoonstone.com, and down at the bottom you can click on live tarot readings and schedule a reading. There you go. But yeah, it was a great session. I can't put all of it in there because some of it I'm still working on. She's like telling me about stuff I'm still researching and I haven't talked about. I'm like, no, wait, we got to hold that stuff back. So I'm going to release that later today. Again, this is private road stuff. Join the private road. Hit subscribe today at roadtoruta.com, and I will send you 100 theta and 100 theta fuel. I'll get to that in 1 second. First, I want to talk about gold. Gold. I like gold. A record amount of physical gold was delivered on the COMEX. Here's why. Basically, what happened last month in silver, which is July was the silver delivery month. August is the gold delivery month. It's happening in gold, except the dollar amounts are just shocking. Shocking. When you look at the dollar amounts of gold versus silver at, 83 to 1, it's shocking. The amount of... all it takes is one of those gold traders who says, you know what? I like gold, but silver is such a better investment scenario. I'm going to switch my $10 billion investment in gold over into silver, and poof. Silver will be trading at double its all-time high, just like gold is right now. Yes, gold is over its double all-time high from the 1980s and 2011. Silver is still 1/2 of its all-time high. Talk about a screaming juxtaposition. Silver's going to go 1 to 1. If you have gold, I have no idea why, in lieu of holding silver. You get everything. If you love gold and you don't want to part with your gold, now's the time to sell your gold, buy silver, and then rebuy your gold when it goes 10 to 1 or 1 to 1. And it is happening, by the way. I got something in my tooth. All right. Traders on the main gold futures exchange in New York just issued the largest daily physical delivery notice on record. And by the way, I've told you there's millions of tons of gold, not 200,000 tons. But that on the side. In the latest sign of how the market's norms have been upended by the price disconnect that struck in March, Bloomberg reports that trades on Thursday declared their intent to deliver 2.27 million ounces, over 100 tons of gold in the August COMEX contract, the largest daily notice in Bourse data going back to 1994. 3.27 million. Let's pull out the math. Here we go again. I should just leave my calculator on my desk. That's 327,000, 3,270,000, right? Yeah. Times, what's gold trading at right now? 1975. Fine year. I was alive then. My calculator doesn't even do it. Is that 6 billion? Wait, let me go this way. Yeah, there we go. Sorry. $6.5 billion worth of gold in one day was delivered. $6.5 billion. Let me say that again. $6.5 billion of gold delivered, physical gold delivered in one day. Imagine all those people said, I don't think I want to take gold delivery. I'm thinking I'm going to take silver delivery and swap my gold for silver. Holy shit. Oh, crazy. The whole month in silver was, 17 times 17,000. 17,000 times, what, the silly price of silver, $25, call it. That would be 425. Hold on. Times 5,000. 17,000. 5,000 each. Is 85 million ounces times the $25. 2.1. So the whole month of July saw 2.1 billion ounces of silver delivery. Unheard of. And now gold in one day is blowing it away. 6.5 billion. How much will it be total? Probably 6. I haven't looked at the open. I don't study gold as much. Once I figured out there's just literally billions and billions of ounces of gold in the Grand Canyon, I mean, why even analyze it? If they're not going to, even the stuff you analyze is not going to be the truth. Anyway, yeah, you want to find out who the gold manipulators are? Just go to the COMEX. Look at the delivery. Look at who is playing this game, who is taking delivery, and you'll find all the people at the table. What is it? A seat at the room, a seat at the table? What does Snippy say? Steak in the room, steak in the room. You're going to find out who they are just going to COMEX, looking at who's taking delivery, who's giving delivery. I'll guarantee you JP Morgan's in there, HSBC, Morgan Stanley, Bank of America, all that shit. All that shit. It's a game, and you're not allowed to know the rules. But at Road to Ruta, we try to show you what the hell's going on. Anyway, I did get an email from Cliff High. Speaking of silver, and Cliff had been talking about something new will be discovered in silver that really, again, another temporal marker. ISC team confirms its superconductivity claim, but doubts linger. 10 months ago, two scientists from 2SC, Bangalore, made the startling claim that they had discovered a room temperature superconductor. A superconductor that works at room temperature. But their lack of data was roundly criticized. Now they have the data. Yes, it is a certain type of silver they are using. This, I believe this to be another Webbot hit. As a matter of fact, a temporal marker too. Bing, 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 bing. $600 silver on the way. Hang on tight, my friends. $600 silver is a stone's throw away. Do I think it will happen this year? Absolutely. Well, Bix, how can it go from $25 to $600? Because the entire exchange system is broken. We don't know the fair market value of silver. We don't know the fair market value of gold. We don't know what it is because we have something called the COMEX is the only place they're really priced, and it's a fraud. Thank you, United States of America. Thank you, Alan Greenspan, for inventing the first computer rigging programs back in the 70s, early 70s, late 60s. First, he invented electronic money. Yes, it was Alan Greenspan who screwed up Y2K. And then he invented the computer rigging program so we can go off the gold standard in 1971. Ding, 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 ding. Welcome down the road to Ruta. Alan Greenspan. He's like 90-something now. Oh, by the way, in the Jenny Moonstone reading, we did talk about my theory of Alan Greenspan being Satoshi Nakamoto. You don't want to miss it. All right. Speaking of cryptocurrencies, we had a huge, this is how it happens in cryptos. It'll go up, 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 slam down. Up, 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 up. It's manipulated. And it's unregulated, which is good. Unregulated is good, meaning you should stay away. If you're scared of big dips, stay away. Big day, though, because what got triggered? The Allgaier indicator got triggered. My buddy Dick Allgaier put a post out, cryptos crash, Bitcoin tanks, whales attack, and he dipped into the booze. I always know it's time to buy when Dick Allgaier starts freaking out, and he had a good freak out. I missed these freakouts. Cryptos had been going too well for too long, and Dick was getting a little too comfortable. Him and Mimi looking at their wallets, saying, "Holy moly, look at mine, look at mine." The Allgaier indicator is perfect for buying bottoms. He hit the booze. It's time to buy cryptos. Again, but wait a minute. The likelihood of a crypto global crash is absolutely 100% still in the cards. It's a mouse click away. Just be a hodler and you don't have to overreact. Dick, how many times have you been through this now? Stop drinking in his little room. It's nice to see him back in Hawaii, though. And I think I'm going to get him I want to get him on the Futures Project to talk about if he's right and the bad guys win, what will our future look like? And that'll be a great discussion. Hopefully he'll be sober by the time I contact him. So the Allgaier indicator has triggered. Time to buy your cryptos. Speaking of, the more I dig into this one, the more I'm like, holy crap. So let's talk some Theta. I know a lot of people saying, I need to get Theta. I live in America. It's hard to get if you live in America. It's coming to Coinbase. It won't be hard anymore. And it's really easy to stake. It's really easy to run your own Guardian node if you choose to, or just use the Gpool Guardian node. Use the delegate thing. So you need 10,000. You keep your coins in your own possession. You have full control at all times. You're just using their Guardian node. I'll get more into that later, but I want to show you how important it is for cryptos. If you look at Theta, we had volume of 57 million, right? $57 million in the last 24 hours. You might think, well, that compared to other cryptos, that's not that bad because market cap is 245. That's, so it's right around 5 or 6 days that they trade all. Yeah, it's Litecoin's up at 1-to-1. 57 million in volume, but how much data is really available on these exchanges? It says a circulating supply of 780 million, but take a look at the Guardian node. The Guardian node and the validator nodes right here. There's 1,300, by the way. Guardian nodes. Remember we were trying to get over 1,000? And they had capped it at 1,000, I thought, but it wasn't capped. It's capped. You just need a minimum of 10,000 Theta to get on. But look at the staked. 173.5 million under Guardian and 320.6 million under validator. That's 494 million. Half of all of them have been staked, but all of them aren't available. Remember, Theta's holding back a bunch of them. 130 million of them. So out of the 870, we are looking at 56% aren't going anywhere because they're locked up. They've been staked. So how much, when you're looking at volumes traded on Theta, how much is it? Tradable, 377 million. All right. I should have brought my calculator out. 377 million times about 26 cents, 28 cents. That's 100 million. So we're right up there with the Litecoin area. 100 million coins is worth, or $100 million worth of Theta is the total amount that's out there that possibly could be trading in the exchanges. So yesterday, over half in the last 24 hours have traded hands. Yes, it is rehypothecated like everything else. What's going to happen when the Guardian node goes from 56% to 60% to 80% to 90%? When Coinbase adds it and everybody says, oh my God, I can finally buy Theta and run a Guardian node or piggyback on the G-Pool Guardian node. Will we hit 80 or 90%? And then how are these exchanges even going to trade it? It's going to get good, my friends. But this isn't short term. Theta is not a short term game. It's the long term internet. In 1990, I had a shot at investing in the World Wide Web, WWW. That's when it was being released. Had some buddies in on the ground floor, all this stuff. They're like, oh, you got to get into this. World Wide Web is going to change the world, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah. And it took, 7-8 years before it really started actually changing the world. Now we're 2 years into Theta. There's a long way to go for Theta. It is the Internet 2.0, a decentralized internet. Yes, they'll only brag about the broadband streaming. But what is broadband streaming? That's the internet. That's capacity. How important it is? It is hugely important for the Internet of Things, the sci-fi world that Cliff High talks about. And it's decentralized, which is cool. Anyway, yes, I will be advocating Theta for a long time now. I like to buy things low and then just sit on them. Theta's low. Theta was low when I was screaming about it under $10. It's low. I'm screaming about it at almost 30 cents. It's going to be low when I scream about it at $30. It's going to be low when I scream about it at $300. At $3,000, I'll say, maybe take some profit. So at $3,000, how much Theta am I giving away for joining the private road? I'm just saying. Anyway, that's all I got for you today. Again, go book a reading with Jenny Moonstone. It's cheap now. It'll go up. The price will go up really fast because she'll be more and more in demand because literally she's got it. She's going to tell you all about things you don't know in your life. It's crazy. Or you do know and you're like, how did you know that? And she's really cool. So book a reading with Jenny and help her out. This is Bix Weir, roadtour.com. I'm out of here.